let's talk about the Ice Cube thing first, right?
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
And I saw this yesterday. I was like, oh shit. I asked someone who I respect, why should I? Let me see. Yeah. I asked somebody, why should I not be pro Ice Cube on this, right? Because I've seen a lot of ladies that have been upset about this on Twitter, and I don't really understand why. I'm not saying they don't have a reason, but I don't understand their reason. I've asked a couple people to break it down for me, and I still don't have a reason I can really stand on as to why they're upset about what he's doing. Some people say the most solid thing I've heard, which is the person who DM'd me, they basically said it's a front. Like, he was like, I doubt Cube even has the type of money. I doubt that company is able to even pay out that type of contract to somebody. And it just seems like a publicity stunt for him more than anything, using her as a way to draw attention to his product.
Cool.
Right?
Why are people upset about that then?
Because it's almost like you're pandering. Like there's a real problem with payroll in the WNBA where they're not paying these ladies the money they're supposed to get. And if he's
setting the market.
Right. And he says you're almost making her like a circus act and not treating her like a real athlete. Because if she played in that league, she'd be playing against other guys. It's not a women's league, right? It's not even real basketball. Big Three is horrible, bro. Like, yeah. And I've been to a show, man, and I'm like, all right, this is terrible. You know what I mean? Now, as far as him trying to keep his league alive, if he really is offering her $5 million to do this, that's real money. Because there's nothing close to it. She's not gonna make anything close to that salary-wise in the WNBA. But you also would have to ask, would her endorsements drop if she's playing over there?
Absolutely.
As opposed to playing in the WNBA, which is a league on the rise. So I can understand that whole aspect of it. If it was a real thing, hey, that's a real question she's got to ask herself, right? And she's one of those people that you know will be one of the faces of the WNBA, and that you know that the WNBA has big plans for her. And you just kind of feel that she's part of the next thing. Girls like her, Juju, Bayou Barbie, all these girls. The marketability of the WNBA, man,
it's skyrocketing.
It's about to skyrocket. So I can understand people feeling like, nah, I don't really think you have a real interest in her. You're trying to use her as a circus act. Because she'd be out there playing with dudes. You know what I mean? So you have to wonder, does Ice Cube really have real pure motives with this whole thing? I totally get both sides of it. Like, I'm not mad at Q because that's a bold move. If you really got $5 million to get that girl, that's a bold ass move. But not for silly basketball. Like, if the Big Three is silly basketball. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, but I've seen it. It's silly basketball.
It's terrible. Like, I can't. It's absolutely horrible. Like,
honestly, I don't want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
She would wash those dudes, honestly.
And I don't want to see Caitlin Clark playing against
Katina Mobley,
whoever that kid was. I put on my Twitter yesterday. Jeremy Washburn, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to see her playing against him, bro. Or Katina Mobley, who out there looking like Papa Smurf.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to see.
Like, nobody wants to see that.
No, I don't think anybody wants to see that at all.
I could understand. The only thing I could understand some of the response that I've seen is this is an opportunity to continue to see the WNBA grow and develop.
Yeah.
And you were trying to take that away. But in the end, it's her decision, right? Like, she's getting offered. There's nothing saying she has to take that money. Like, she's being offered opportunities. I just think it shows you what kind of a rock star she's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
What she already is, number one,
yeah.
And what she's going to be. And it should if that's the running total for her, if $5 million is setting the market for her, man, she might blow the bank up in the WNBA, man.
Yeah, and you look at what Ice Cube does. His thing, he feels away too because he wants to be the official retirement league he wants an actual partnership with the NBA. The NBA doesn't want to partner with him in that way. But, I think he had this may be a Mandela effect, but didn't Jaylen Brown go play a game with him one time?
No, I don't think so.
That didn't happen in real life? In my timeline, it did. but yeah.
Give me the check, though. I don't remember that.
Yeah, Chase, I remember hearing something about Jaylen Brown playing in the Big Three game before.
I'd be stunned if Boston let him do that.
Yeah, and like you look at and people saying, well, she can do both, right? No, they're not. They compete. Like, WNBA is going on at the same time.
Oh, shit.
Jaylen Brown played in the Big Three, right?
Season 6.
I told you, yeah.
All-Star game.
I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. I knew I remember Jaylen Brown. Something about him.
Wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I hate to knock stuff that's especially owned by minorities, right? When a brother like Ice Cube, entrepreneur, starts his own league, going against the mighty juggernaut, the NBA. I hate to knock it, but I just don't enjoy it. I went to a Big Three show and was bored out of my ass, and it was insanely long, bro. And it's like I was just kind of waiting for the halftime, the intermission stuff, like the artists to perform. Like it was, like I took no enjoyment from watching Amari Stoudemire like do stuff in the half court. Like
These guys aren't.
Yeah, I mean, man.
There's no way it's there's no way people think it's a it's the same competitive.
Yeah, and I didn't. Yeah,
as the WNBA and the NBA, it's not a competition to the.
Yeah, and watching Michael Beasley look like Michael Jordan out there,
right?
Like
it just shows you everything you need to know about the competition value, the level there.
And my thing is, if you're gonna do something like that, man, just bring back the old. Make it another hip hop version of the Globetrotters, like the And1 thing. Do something like an And1 mixtape type thing. But like watching like old dudes play half court 3-on-3, I'm super out, man. But that whole thing they do with the Taco Bell run for the border ball, whatever thing they do, like if it's a challenge, you go 1-on-1 for the play.
Yeah, that's dope.
Damn, the hell just flew in front of my face. Anyway, I'm tripping. But no, man. But yeah. But Ice Cube, I fool with you, bro. I want your lead to grow. I want your lead to do his thing. But I do understand some of the kickback he's getting from a lot of ladies out here. A lot of women are upset about what Cube is doing with attempting to do with Caitlin Clark.
I don't get that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I just think people
sometimes when women are upset about something, I don't have to get it. But it's like the fact that y'all are that adamant about it. Help me see it the way that you see it.
Help me understand it. Mm-hmm. And if you're in the if you're upset about it and you're on Twitter in the comments, whatever, let us know, man. Because I'd really like to understand. Because in the end, to me, it literally is just an offer that sets the market. Because there's no way if he does the $5 million. Like, what if she were to come out today and say yes? Like, he's gonna have to produce it, right? Like.
Or he'll come out and say that,
oh, never mind.
Contracts broke down. We feel like it'll be, we don't want to compete with the WNBA like that. It'll be something. But it might be real. But a lot of people are saying they think that he's bullshitting. They think he don't have a real $5 million offer for her. And he's just pandering. And he's kind of making fun of a real situation that these ladies are underpaid in their league. They think it's not real.
That sounds uber sensitive to me.
But I'm going to say this too, though, bro. Like, if Jackie Robinson happened in 2024, it probably would not be perceived the way that it was back then. And it probably, or the way that we thought it was perceived back then. Because the whole Jackie Robinson thing was like, we want the black audience from the Negro leagues.
Yep.
We want that audience, but we don't particularly want that crowd. So let's get, we want that, but we don't want all the players.
We don't want we don't want to merge the leagues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I can see people looking at it like, you know what, man? Like, stop playing in our face when it comes down to Caitlin Clark. Like,
okay.
I can see something like that.
Now you've opened my eyes to a little bit more.
Because Major League Baseball at the time, they didn't really want black players to be there, but they wanted to get that money because the Negro Leagues was their competition. It was growing.
Was absolutely a competition.
Right, because you had these super athletes out there playing baseball.
Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson.
And they were personalities, and they would put on a show.
God,
it was swag, and they're like, I want that audience, but I ain't gonna get all of them. Let's go get one and see what happens.
Let's go get one and
hey, man,
let's dip our toes in a little bit.
Bro, I watched the movie. I can't remember what the guy's name was. I can't remember the name of the movie either, but it came out last year on a streaming service about one of the first black NBA players, right? And this wasn't a live camera in there. Like, this is a reenactment, so it probably was all fake. But I don't know. It looked real as hell when you think about it. But they were in there. It was a group of white people that were the NBA owners talking about what it would be like if we actually let black people in the league. It was the craziest thing. Like, come on, you can't be serious. You can't seriously think this. Man, I was like,
imagine being the writer of that script.
Imagine that being today. Like, imagine thinking that bringing black people to the NBA was a bad thing.
Yep.
And when some people say the NBA, hey, you ask me, the NBA did not start until black people came in. That mess was not the NBA. I said it didn't start until Magic and Bird got there, just to be honest with you. But I've said that here a ton of times. But yeah. Ice Cube, if you're being for real, be for real. It's all good. But if you're bullshitting, sit that ass down for sure. And then even if he is for real, man, like, your league is like is not serious basketball. Man.
Get your league situation right before you start making offers like that.
Yeah, and like I said, I support Cube. I want to see him do his thing. But it's like, I can understand him getting this type of kickback.
And you also, to wrap this up, I guess, but you also got to know Caitlin Clark is an ultimate competitor. She ain't playing on the bullshit.
She ain't gonna be out there screwing around
she's not
with
gonna go big three.
with Steve Francis.
What's she gonna do? Only play for the big three for
Yeah.
the 6 games that they play every year?
Yeah, she ain't finna be out there giving work to Bino Uter.
Breaking Katina Mobley down.
Bino Uter. What is Bino? Is he even in? What is he doing?
What's his name?
Mario Chalmers.
Mario
for the-
Chalmers. Tony Allen. You see Tony Allen lock her up.
TA, lock her ass up. Oh,
First
man.
team.
Oh, man. Because my thing
Nate
is,
Robinson getting that ass beat.
Yeah, because my thing is, bro, you've had opportunities to reach out to a lot of dudes. Like, you know, DeAndre Williams. You know what I mean? Because he's kind of done that, though. He's got some guys who are like fringe NBA
guys,
dudes that he's kind of reached out to, too. But I don't really know what Cube is trying to do.
That's his next step. If he wants to make the big three serious, go get some of those fringe dudes. Get your money up.
Yep.
And offer dudes who
get
are
NIL money, go get them
money, who are looking to
play college
oversee
basketball.
stuff, who are looking, get them money.
Yep.
And get your gameplay up.
Yeah, go
right?
get Javon Quinlan.
That's exactly the name I was about to say.
Quinlan probably feel like, man, I should just go play in the big three.
Yeah, let's go play big three.
Oh man, Big Malco, big three.
Big Malco.
Oh, Malco would be a beast of the big three.
Could you imagine?
Malco would look like Shaq out there. Shit, Malco's a good ass player, man. Like that type of stuff.
With him not having to run up and down the court,
no, it's over.
let that man
Oh, Malco would be a monster.
eat in the paint.